The story of Facebook begins with a young student named Mark Zuckerberg. Today, Facebook is one of the most famous social media platforms in the world. Billions of people use it to connect with friends, share photos, watch videos, and communicate with others. But in the beginning, Facebook was just a small website made by a college student in his dorm room. Mark Zuckerberg was born on May 14, 1984, in White Plains, New York, in the United States. From a very young age, he was interested in computers and technology. His father, Edward Zuckerberg, was a dentist, and his mother, Karen Zuckerberg, worked as a psychiatrist. Mark showed strong talent in programming when he was still a child. His parents supported his interest and even hired a computer tutor to teach him programming. The tutor quickly realized that Mark was very talented and learned very fast. When Mark was in high school, he created several computer programs and small software projects. One of his early programs was called ZuckNet, which allowed computers in his father's dental office and their home to communicate with each other. This program helped his father know when patients arrived without leaving his office. Mark also developed a music program called Synapse, which used artificial intelligence to learn what music people liked. The program became popular, and some technology companies showed interest in buying it. However, Mark decided not to sell it. These early projects showed that Mark had strong skills and creativity in programming. In 2002, Mark Zuckerberg went to study at Harvard University. Harvard is one of the most famous universities in the world. While studying there, Mark focused on computer science and psychology. At Harvard, Mark quickly became known among students as a very skilled programmer. He often created small websites and tools just for fun or experiments. During this time, many universities had printed student directories called Facebooks. These books contained photos and basic information about students. Students used them to recognize people on campus. However, these directories were not available online in a simple way. Many students thought it would be useful to have a digital version that they could access easily. This idea later became very important for the creation of Facebook. Before Facebook existed, Mark created another website called FaceMash in 2003. This website allowed Harvard students to compare two student photos and vote on who looked more attractive. To build this website, Mark collected photos from Harvard's online student directories. When the website launched, many students quickly started using it. FaceMash became very popular in a short time. Many students visited the website and voted on photos. However, the website also created serious problems. Some students felt that the website was disrespectful and violated privacy. Harvard officials were not happy that Mark had taken photos without permission. Because of these issues, Harvard shut down the website after only a few days. Mark also faced disciplinary action from the university. Even though FaceMash caused trouble, it taught Mark an important lesson. Many students were interested in online platforms where they could see and interact with other students. This experience helped inspire the idea for Facebook. After the FaceMash incident, Mark began thinking about creating a new kind of website. This website would allow students to create profiles and connect with each other online. The idea was simple. Each student could have a personal page with their photo, basic information, and interests. Students could search for other people and build connections. Mark believed that people wanted a simple way to connect and learn about others on campus. At that time, there was no popular website focused on real identities and real student communities. Mark started working on the project with a few friends. In early 2004, Mark Zuckerberg began building the website that would later become Facebook. At first, the website was called The Facebook. The website was built in Mark's dorm room at Harvard. He worked with several fellow students, including Eduardo Saverin, Dustin Moskovitz, Chris Hughes, Andrew McCollum. Each person helped with different parts of the project. Some helped with programming, others helped with business and communication. The website officially launched on February 4, 2004. At first, it was only available to students at Harvard University. The first version of the Facebook was very simple compared to today's social media platforms. Students could create profiles with information such as name, photo major, or field of study interests, relationship status. Users could also send friend requests and build a network of friends. They could see profiles of other students and learn more about people on campus. This idea was very exciting for students because it made it easier to meet and connect with others. Within just one day of launching, hundreds of Harvard students signed up for the website. Soon, more than half of Harvard's undergraduate students were using the Facebook. Because of its popularity at Harvard, Mark and his team decided to expand the website to other universities. First, the platform opened to students at other major universities such as Stanford University, Columbia University, Yale University. Students at these universities quickly joined the platform. The growth was very fast. Within a few months, thousands of students were using the Facebook. The simple idea of connecting students online proved to be very powerful. However, Facebook's early success also brought serious challenges. 3 Harvard students, Cameron Winklevoss, Tyler Winklevoss, and Divya Narendra, claimed that Mark Zuckerberg had taken their idea. They said that Mark had agreed to help them build a social network called Harvard Connection, but instead used the idea to create the Facebook. This disagreement led to a legal dispute that lasted for several years. Eventually, the conflict was settled outside of court with a financial agreement. This dispute later became widely known and was even portrayed in the film The Social Network. The beginning of Facebook was simple but very powerful. It started as a small project in a college dorm room, created by a young student who loved programming. Mark Zuckerberg and his team built the Facebook to help students connect online. Within a short time, the website became extremely popular among universities. Even though there were early controversies and legal challenges, the idea behind Facebook proved to be strong. The platform's early growth showed that people around the world wanted easier ways to connect and share information. This small university project would soon grow into one of the most influential technology companies in the world. After the early success of Facebook at Harvard University, the platform quickly began to grow. What started as a small website for Harvard students soon attracted attention from students at other universities. Many students heard about the platform through friends and wanted access to it as well. Because of this strong demand, Mark Zuckerberg and his team decided to expand the website beyond Harvard. They realized that their idea could become much bigger than a simple campus network. In the first months after launch in 2004, Facebook opened its platform to students at other well-known universities in the United States. Some of the first schools included Stanford University, Columbia University, and Yale University. Students at these universities quickly joined the platform and began creating profiles. The process was simple. A student only needed a university email address to sign up. This rule helped Facebook stay limited to real students and made the community feel safe and trustworthy. Because users knew that everyone on the platform was a real student, people felt more comfortable sharing information and connecting with others. During this time, the Facebook team was still very small. Zuckerberg worked closely with his partners, including Eduardo Saverin, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes. Each person had an important role in building the platform. Zuckerberg focused mostly on programming and product design. Moskovitz helped with engineering and operations. Saverin worked on the business side and helped bring in early advertising. Hughes helped communicate with users and explain the platform to new communities. Even though the team was small, they worked very hard to improve the website and keep up with the growing number of users. As the number of users increased, Zuckerberg and his team made an important decision. They decided to move the company from the university environment to a place where technology companies could grow more easily. In the summer of 2004, they moved to Palo Alto, California, located in the famous technology region known as Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is home to many of the world's biggest technology companies and startups. By moving there, the Facebook team hoped to find investors, talented engineers, and business opportunities. The team rented a small house in Palo Alto, which served both as their home and their office. They spent long hours improving the website and adding new features. Even though they were young and had limited resources, they believed strongly in the future of the platform. Their goal was to build a social network that could connect people in a simple and real way. Around this time, Facebook also began attracting the attention of investors. One of the first major investors was Peter Thiel, a well-known entrepreneur and venture capitalist. Thiel believed that Facebook had strong potential to become a major internet company. In 2004, he invested about $500,000 in the company. This investment was very important because it helped Facebook hire more employees, improve its technology, and continue expanding to new universities. As the platform grew, Facebook added new features that made the website more useful and enjoyable. One important feature was the ability to upload and share photos. This feature became very popular because students liked sharing pictures of their daily life, events, and parties. Facebook also improved messaging features, allowing users to communicate with friends more easily. These small improvements helped make the platform more engaging and encouraged users to spend more time on the site. Another important step in Facebook's development happened in 2005. The company decided to simplify its name. Originally, the platform was called The Facebook. However, the team felt that a shorter name would be easier to remember and better for branding. After purchasing the domain name Facebook.com, the company officially changed its name to Facebook. This change marked an important moment in the company's identity and helped make the brand stronger. During this period, Facebook was also competing with other social networking websites. One of the most popular social networks at the time was MySpace, which had millions of users. MySpace allowed users to customize their profiles and share music and personal content. However, Facebook took a different approach. Instead of focusing on heavy customization, Facebook focused on real identity and simple design. Users were encouraged to use their real names and real photos. This approach helped build trust among users and made Facebook feel more like a real community. By 2005 and 2006, Facebook had expanded beyond universities and began allowing high school students to join the platform. This decision helped the network grow even faster. Teenagers wanted a place to communicate with friends online, and Facebook provided a structured and easy-to-use environment for that purpose. The platform soon included thousands of schools and millions of users. In 2006, Facebook made one of the most important decisions in its history. The company decided to open the platform to the general public. Before this moment, Facebook membership was limited mostly to students, but now anyone who was at least 13 years old and had an email address could create an account. This change dramatically increased the number of users on the platform. People from different backgrounds, professions, and countries began joining the network. Opening Facebook to the public transformed the company. What started as a student directory was becoming a global social platform. The number of users continued to grow quickly, and the company began developing more advanced tools for communication and content sharing. Businesses, organizations, and public figures also began noticing the potential of Facebook as a way to reach audiences. By the end of 2006, Facebook had already built a strong foundation for future growth. The company had moved to Silicon Valley, gained important investment, expanded to thousands of schools, and opened the platform to the world. These developments helped transform Facebook from a college project into a rapidly growing technology company. This period was crucial because it showed that the idea behind Facebook could work on a large scale. Millions of people were already using the platform to connect with friends and share information. The success of these early years set the stage for the next phase of Facebook's history, when the platform would become one of the largest and most influential social networks in the world. Between 2007 and 2012, Facebook changed from a fast-growing social network into one of the most powerful technology platforms in the world. During these years, the platform introduced many important features, expanded to many countries, and gained hundreds of millions of users. This period also helped define how people interact on social media today. The leadership of Mark Zuckerberg and his team played a major role in guiding the company through this period of rapid growth and innovation. One of the most important features introduced during this time was the news feed. The news feed changed the way people used Facebook. Instead of visiting each friend's profile to see updates, users could open Facebook and immediately see a stream of posts from their friends. These posts could include photos, status updates, links, and other activities. The news feed made the platform more dynamic and engaging because users could easily follow what was happening in the lives of people they knew. At first, some users were worried about privacy and felt the feature showed too much information. However, over time, the newsfeed became the central part of Facebook and one of its most important innovations. Another major development was the introduction of the Facebook platform, which allowed outside developers to create applications that worked inside Facebook. This meant that programmers from around the world could build games, tools, and services for Facebook users. Many developers quickly began creating popular applications. One of the most successful examples was the farming game Farmville, developed by Zynga. Millions of users played this game every day, sending gifts and helping friends build their farms. These applications helped keep users active on the platform and showed how Facebook could become more than just a place to share profiles. As Facebook continued growing, it also expanded internationally. The company worked hard to translate the platform into many different languages so people around the world could use it easily. Volunteers and users even helped translate parts of the website into their native languages. This effort helped Facebook spread quickly across Europe, Asia, South America, and many other regions. Within a few years, millions of new users from different countries joined the network. Facebook was no longer just an American social network. It had become a global platform used by people from many cultures and backgrounds. During this period, Facebook also introduced several features that became common in modern social media. One of the most famous features was the like button. This small button allowed users to quickly react to posts, photos, and pages without writing a comment. Even though the idea was simple, it became extremely powerful. The like button allowed people to show support, agreement, or appreciation with just one click. It also helped Facebook measure what content users enjoyed most, which later helped improve the platform's algorithms. Another important feature was the creation of Facebook pages. Pages allowed businesses, organizations, celebrities, and public figures to create official profiles where fans could follow them. For example, companies could share news about products, musicians could share updates about concerts, and organizations could communicate with supporters. Pages turned Facebook into a powerful marketing and communication tool. Many businesses began using Facebook pages to promote their brands and connect directly with customers. Facebook also improved its groups feature during this time. Groups allowed people with shared interests to gather in online communities. For example, students from the same school could form a group. Hobby enthusiasts could create discussion spaces, and organizations could communicate with members. Groups helped Facebook become more than a place for individual friendships. They allowed communities to grow inside the platform. As the number of users increased, Facebook also developed a strong business model. The company began focusing on online advertising as its main source of income. Businesses could pay to show advertisements to specific groups of users based on interests, age, location, and other factors. This type of targeted advertising was very powerful because it allowed companies to reach the exact audience they wanted. Advertisers quickly realized the value of Facebook's huge user base and detailed data. As a result, advertising revenue grew rapidly. During these years, Facebook reached several important milestones in user growth. In 2008, the platform reached around 100 million users. Just 2 years later, in 2010, the number had grown to more than 500 million users. By 2012, Facebook had passed 1 billion users worldwide. This incredible growth made Facebook one of the most widely used websites on the internet. People used the platform to stay in touch with family, share life events, organize activities, and discover news. As Facebook became larger, it also began to play an important role in global communication. People used the platform during major events such as elections, natural disasters, and social movements. News organizations and journalists also started using Facebook to share information and reach audiences quickly. The platform was becoming an important part of how information spread across the world. A major moment in Facebook's history occurred in 2012, when the company decided to become a publicly traded company. This process is called an initial public offering, IPO. During an IPO, a private company sells shares to the public for the first time. Facebook's IPO took place on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. It was one of the largest technology IPOs in history at that time. Investors from around the world bought shares in the company, showing strong confidence in Facebook's future. The IPO also made Mark Zuckerberg one of the most well-known technology leaders in the world. Even after the company went public, Zuckerberg continued to serve as the chief executive officer and remained deeply involved in the company's direction. His long-term vision was to connect people around the world and make communication easier. By the end of this period in 2012, Facebook had completely transformed from a college project into a global technology company. It had hundreds of millions of users, a strong advertising business, and a platform that supported games, communities, and businesses. The company's innovations during these years helped shape how social media works today. This stage of Facebook's history was very important because it established the platform as one of the most influential digital networks in the world. The growth, new features, and global expansion created a strong foundation for the company's next phase. In the following years, Facebook would focus heavily on mobile technology, acquire other major platforms, and expand its influence even further across the digital world. Between 2012 and 2016, Facebook entered a new phase of growth and transformation. After becoming a publicly traded company, Facebook faced an important challenge. The way people use the internet was changing quickly. More people were starting to access the internet through smartphones rather than desktop computers. This shift forced Facebook to adapt its strategy and focus strongly on mobile technology. During this period, the company also made several major acquisitions that helped expand its influence across the digital world. When smartphones began to dominate internet use, Facebook realized that many users were opening the platform on their phones instead of their computers. At first, Facebook's mobile experience was not very good. The early mobile website and apps were slow and sometimes difficult to use. This was a serious concern because if users had a poor experience on mobile devices, they might stop using Facebook altogether. To solve this problem, the company began investing heavily in mobile app development. Engineers worked to rebuild the Facebook mobile app so that it would run faster and provide a smoother experience. Under the leadership of Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook made mobile technology its top priority. The company redesigned its applications so they would work well on both iOS and Android devices. The improved apps allowed users to scroll through their news feed, upload photos, watch videos, and communicate with friends more easily. As mobile usage increased, Facebook also began focusing on mobile advertising. Businesses could now show advertisements directly inside the mobile app, which became an important source of revenue for the company. One of the most important events during this period was Facebook's decision to acquire other technology companies. These acquisitions helped Facebook expand beyond its original platform and strengthen its position in the social media industry. One of the most famous acquisitions happened in 2012 when Facebook purchased Instagram. Instagram was a rapidly growing photo-sharing app that allowed users to post pictures, apply filters, and share them with followers. At the time of the purchase, Instagram had about 30 million users. Facebook bought the company for approximately $1 billion. Many people were surprised by the purchase because Instagram was still a relatively small startup. However, Zuckerberg believed that photo sharing would become a major part of social media. His prediction proved correct. After joining Facebook, Instagram continued to grow rapidly and became one of the most popular social media platforms in the world. The app introduced new features such as video sharing and later stories, which allowed users to share temporary posts that disappear after 24 hours. Another major acquisition occurred in 2014 when Facebook purchased the messaging service WhatsApp. WhatsApp was already extremely popular in many countries because it allowed people to send text messages, photos, and voice messages for free using the internet. Facebook acquired WhatsApp for about $19 billion, making it one of the largest technology acquisitions in history. The goal of the purchase was to strengthen Facebook's presence in global communication and reach users in regions where WhatsApp was already widely used. WhatsApp continued to operate as a separate app, but the acquisition allowed Facebook to expand its ecosystem of communication platforms. Millions of people used WhatsApp every day to talk with friends and family, especially in countries where traditional text messaging was expensive. By owning WhatsApp, Facebook gained access to a massive global audience and became even more influential in the world of digital communication. In the same year, Facebook also acquired the virtual reality company Oculus VR. Oculus was developing advanced virtual reality headsets that allowed users to experience digital environments in a highly immersive way. Facebook purchased the company for about $2 billion. This acquisition showed that Facebook was not only focused on social media, but was also interested in the future of technology. Zuckerberg believed that virtual reality could become the next major platform for communication and entertainment. During this time, Facebook also continued improving its own services. One of the most important improvements was the development of Facebook Messenger. Messenger had originally been part of the main Facebook app, but the company decided to separate it into its own standalone application. This decision allowed Facebook to focus on making messaging faster and more powerful. Messenger introduced features such as voice calls, video calls, stickers, and group conversations. These features made it easier for users to communicate in real time. Video also became a major focus for Facebook between 2012 and 2016. The platform began encouraging users to upload and watch videos directly on Facebook. Video posts often received more engagement than text posts or photos. Because of this, Facebook developed better video playback tools and improved its video streaming technology. In 2016, Facebook introduced Facebook Live, a feature that allowed users to broadcast live video to their friends and followers. This feature became popular among individuals, celebrities, journalists, and organizations who wanted to share events as they happened. As Facebook continued to grow, the company also faced stronger competition from other social media platforms. One of the fastest growing competitors during this time was Snapchat, which became popular among younger users because of its disappearing messages and creative filters. Facebook responded by developing similar features on its own platforms, particularly through Instagram and Messenger. This competitive environment pushed Facebook to innovate more quickly. By the end of 2016, Facebook had successfully transformed itself into a mobile-first company. Most users were now accessing the platform through smartphones, and mobile advertising had become a major source of income. The acquisitions of Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus had also expanded Facebook's reach into new areas such as photo sharing, messaging, and virtual reality. These developments turned Facebook into much more than a single social media website. Instead, it became a large technology ecosystem that included multiple platforms used by billions of people around the world. The company's strategy during this period helped secure its position as one of the most powerful and influential technology companies of the modern era. However, as Facebook's influence continued to grow, new challenges also began to appear. Questions about privacy, misinformation, and the role of social media in politics started to attract global attention. These issues would become even more important in the next phase of Facebook's history, when the company faced some of the biggest controversies in its existence. Between 2016 and 2020, Facebook faced some of the biggest challenges in its history. During this period, the company was no longer just a social media platform used to connect friends and family. It had become one of the most powerful communication networks in the world, with billions of users sharing information every day. Because of this enormous influence, governments, journalists, researchers, and the public began asking serious questions about how Facebook handled user data, misinformation, and political content. These issues created major controversies and forced the company to rethink many of its policies. One of the most widely discussed controversies involved the data analytics company Cambridge Analytica. In 2018, reports revealed that Cambridge Analytica had collected personal data from millions of Facebook users without their clear permission. The data was originally gathered through a personality quiz application created by a researcher named Alexander Kogan. Although only a limited number of users downloaded the app, it was able to access data not only from those users, but also from many of their friends on Facebook. This meant that the personal information of tens of millions of people was collected and later shared with Cambridge Analytica. The data was allegedly used to create detailed profiles of voters and target them with political advertisements. These advertisements were designed to influence opinions and behavior during political campaigns. Many critics believe the data had been used during the 2016 United States presidential election to influence voters. When the news became public, it caused a global scandal. People around the world were shocked that their personal information could be collected and used in this way without their full understanding. The scandal placed enormous pressure on Facebook and its leadership. The company's founder and chief executive officer, Mark Zuckerberg, was asked to explain what had happened and how Facebook planned to prevent similar problems in the future. Zuckerberg testified before members of the United States Congress in 2018. During these hearings, lawmakers asked detailed questions about Facebook's data practices, privacy policies, and the company's responsibility for protecting users. The hearings received global attention and marked a turning point in how governments viewed social media companies. The Cambridge Analytica scandal also led to investigations by regulators in many countries. In the United States, the Federal Trade Commission investigated Facebook's handling of user data. In 2019, the Commission announced a record fine of $5 billion against the company for privacy violations. This was one of the largest fines ever imposed on a technology company. Regulators required Facebook to make major changes to how it handled data privacy and security. At the same time, Facebook was facing criticism about the spread of misinformation on its platform. Because billions of people used Facebook to share news and information, false or misleading content could spread very quickly. This problem became especially serious during political events and elections. Some groups and individuals used Facebook to spread fake news stories or misleading posts designed to influence public opinion. Researchers and journalists found that misinformation could spread faster than accurate information because it often used emotional language or sensational headlines. This created concern that social media platforms were contributing to political division and confusion among the public. Facebook began working with fact-checking organizations to identify and reduce the spread of false information. The company also introduced warning labels on posts that had been identified as misleading or inaccurate. Another important issue involved the role of social media during political campaigns and public debates. Political leaders, activists, and organizations used Facebook to reach large audiences quickly. While this allowed for greater communication, it also created new challenges. Critics argued that Facebook's advertising tools could be used to target specific groups with political messages that others could not easily see. This raised concerns about transparency and fairness in elections. In response, Facebook introduced new rules for political advertising. Advertisers were required to clearly identify themselves and disclose who paid for the advertisements. Facebook also created a public database of political ads so that people could see what messages were being promoted during election periods. These changes were designed to increase transparency and help users better understand the sources of political content. The company also worked to improve its privacy controls. Facebook introduced new settings that allowed users to better manage their personal information. Users could review which apps had access to their data, control how their information was shared, and adjust privacy settings more easily. The company also limited the amount of data that outside developers could access through its platform. Despite these efforts, public trust in Facebook had been affected by the controversies. Many people began questioning whether large technology companies had too much power over personal data and information flow. Governments in different parts of the world began discussing stronger regulations for social media platforms. These discussions focused on issues such as privacy protection, content moderation, and competition in the technology industry. During this period, Facebook also continued to grow in size and influence. The platform still had billions of users, and its other services such as Instagram and WhatsApp continued expanding worldwide. However, the controversies showed that managing such a large and powerful platform required careful responsibility. By the end of 2020, Facebook had taken several steps to address the problems it faced. The company invested heavily in content moderation teams, artificial intelligence systems to detect harmful content, and stronger privacy protections. It also began cooperating more closely with governments and independent researchers studying social media's effects on society. This period became one of the most difficult chapters in Facebook's history. While the company remained one of the most widely used technology platforms in the world, the controversies forced it to confront serious questions about ethics, responsibility, and the role of technology in modern society. The lessons learned during these years would influence Facebook's future decisions and help shape its next transformation. In the early 2020s, Facebook entered another major stage in its history. After years of rapid growth, acquisitions, and controversies, the company began focusing on a new vision for the future of digital technology. This new vision centered on immersive virtual environments and advanced digital interaction. To show this change in direction, the company made a major announcement in 2021. It decided to change its corporate name to Meta Platforms. This rebranding marked an important moment in the company's evolution and signaled a shift toward new technologies beyond traditional social media. The decision to rename the company was announced by Mark Zuckerberg during a company presentation in October 2021. Zuckerberg explained that while Facebook would remain the name of the main social media platform, the larger company that owned Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and other services would now be called Meta. The new name was chosen to represent the company's long-term goal of building the metaverse, a concept that describes a shared digital world where people can interact, work, play, and communicate through virtual environments. The idea of the metaverse involves combining several technologies such as virtual reality, augmented reality, and advanced internet connectivity. In this digital world, people would use avatars, digital representations of themselves, to meet others, attend events, explore virtual spaces, and even work together. Instead of simply looking at a screen, users could feel as if they were actually present in a virtual environment. Zuckerberg described this vision as the next major evolution of the internet. One of the key technologies behind this vision is virtual reality. Meta had already begun investing in virtual reality years earlier when it acquired Oculus VR in 2014. Since then, the company has continued developing virtual reality headsets such as the Meta Quest 2. These devices allow users to enter immersive digital environments where they can play games, attend meetings, watch movies, or socialize with others. The company believes that virtual reality will play a major role in the future of communication and entertainment. Alongside virtual reality, Meta has also been developing augmented reality technology. Augmented reality blends digital elements with the real world. For example, special glasses or mobile devices can overlay digital images, information, or objects onto the physical environment around the user. Meta has invested heavily in research to create lightweight augmented reality glasses that could eventually replace smartphones for some tasks. To support the development of the metaverse, Meta created a division called Reality Labs. This division focuses on building hardware and software for virtual and augmented reality experiences. Engineers, designers, and researchers work together in this division to develop new tools that can power immersive digital worlds. The company has spent billions of dollars on research and development in this area, showing how seriously it takes its long-term vision. At the same time, the original Facebook platform continues to operate and evolve. The social network still has billions of users who use it to connect with friends, share posts, and participate in communities. However, user behavior on social media has been changing. Younger users often prefer platforms that focus on short videos and creative content. One of the fastest growing competitors in this space has been TikTok, which became extremely popular for its short video format. To respond to these changes, Meta introduced new features across its platforms. On Instagram and Facebook, the company launched Reels, a feature that allows users to create and share short video clips similar to those on TikTok. This move was designed to keep users engaged and ensure that Meta's platforms remain competitive in the fast-changing social media environment. Despite these innovations, Meta has also faced significant challenges in recent years. Governments around the world continue to examine how large technology companies manage data, content, and competition. Lawmakers in the United States, Europe, and other regions have proposed new regulations aimed at limiting the power of large technology platforms. These discussions focus on issues such as privacy protection, misinformation, and the economic influence of major digital companies. Meta has also faced criticism regarding the social effects of its platforms. Some researchers and policymakers worry about how social media can affect mental health, political discussions, and the spread of harmful content. In response, Meta has continued investing in safety teams, content moderation systems, and artificial intelligence tools designed to detect harmful posts. Even with these challenges, Meta remains one of the most influential technology companies in the world. Its platforms, including Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger, are used by billions of people across nearly every country. These services play an important role in communication, business promotion, entertainment, and community building. Another important part of Meta's strategy is supporting businesses and creators. Many small businesses use Facebook and Instagram to promote products, communicate with customers, and run advertisements. Creators such as video producers, artists, and influencers also use Meta's platforms to share content and build audiences. The company has introduced new tools that allow creators to earn money through subscriptions, digital events, and advertising partnerships. Looking toward the future, Meta continues working toward its vision of the metaverse. The company believes that immersive digital environments could transform many aspects of daily life. For example, people might attend virtual concerts, collaborate in digital offices, explore educational environments, or shop in virtual stores. These experiences could combine social interaction, entertainment, and productivity in ways that are not possible with traditional websites. However, building the metaverse is a complex and long-term project. It requires advances in hardware, software, network technology, and digital design. Many experts believe it could take years or even decades before the full vision becomes reality. During this time, Meta will continue balancing its traditional social media platforms with its investments in future technologies. From a small website created in a college dorm room, Facebook grew into a global platform used by billions of people. Through innovation, expansion, acquisitions, and adaptation to new technologies, the company has remained a major force in the digital world. The transition to Meta represents the latest chapter in this long journey. As technology continues to evolve, the future of Meta and its platforms will depend on how successfully the company can innovate, while also addressing the responsibilities that come with connecting billions of people. The story of Facebook, from its early beginnings to its transformation into Meta, shows how one idea about connecting people online can grow into a technology that shapes communication across the entire world.